Hey lawyers, my name is Ben Buckwalter with LawPro Nation, and at LawPro Nation, we have spent over $75 million marketing for law firms and netting our clients millions and millions of dollars in case settlements. And today, we are going to talk about how to get clients as a lawyer or law firm. So you've spent countless hours mastering the law, and you're a wizard in the courtroom, but let's face it, law school didn't teach lawyers much about attracting clients, did it? Well, the truth is, it doesn't matter how good you are in the courtroom if you cannot find any clients. So today, we're unraveling the mystery of client acquisition for lawyers. Imagine your law firm is a magnet. What we want to do is supercharge that magnet to pull in clients like never before. And to do that, we need to tap into what LawPro Nation likes to call the case attraction system. This formula is like the secret sauce to case acquisition, and today, I'm sharing it with you. Tip 1 is identifying your perfect client. Step 1 is all about narrowing in on your ideal client. You're not just any lawyer, and you're not looking for just any client. In order for marketing to be successful, you need to know who you are targeting first. It might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many law firms serve a specific niche, but their marketing efforts don't even reflect that. Okay, if car accidents are what feed your law firm, and you're making content aimed at entrepreneurship, business advice, or general inspiration, then you're probably wasting your time. The second I click on your website and social media, I should be able to know what type of law firm you have and who you help. So first, write down, who is my target client? What challenges are they facing? What's their pain point? Where do they live? Where do they hang out? Why do they need to hire you? And be as specific as possible. Use this info to create a client avatar, a blueprint of your perfect client. Tip number 2 is speak your perfect client's language. With your client avatar broken down, you're ready to magnetize them with irresistible content. And how do you magnetize them with irresistible content? By speaking directly to them in every single piece of content that you put out for your law firm. Video ads, social media, blogs, your website. Every single piece of content needs to show them that you're not just a lawyer, you're a legal wizard that can solve their specific problems. Yes, you can show your clients your own personality, but too many firms' content is all about them and why they think they're so great. But this is one of the greatest mistakes in legal marketing, because truly, your perfect client doesn't care who you are until they know what you can do for them. So ask yourself several questions. If my perfect client watched my social media content, would they know what I do? Is my content helping them solve their problems? Am I talking like my perfect client? Am I using language they understand? Am I trying to sound too smart? Enough with the legalese. Unless you're trying to market to lawyers, then stop trying to speak like one. And this might come as a surprise to many, but if you want your perfect client to get the most out of your marketing, then you should prioritize keeping it around an 8th grade level. And even though I have the data to back this up, just Google it. Many reputable marketing organizations live by the 8th grade reading level. If you want to see what your marketing reading level is, then you can use the Hemingway editor to assess the grade level of your text. Tip 3 is entertain your perfect client. Once you've nailed down the language of your perfect client, it's important not to bore them. Okay, so many firms make content that bore people to death. And I'm not saying every single piece of content needs to go viral or you have to do something extreme that makes you uncomfortable, but if they're clicking off your content, then you're just wasting your time and theirs. Okay, in today's fast-paced world of marketing, catching your perfect client's eye right away is more important than ever. We're all swamped with information and choices, which means people's attention spans are shorter than ever, leaving you with just about 3 seconds to make a good first impression. Now, this is your moment to shine, to show them why they should care, and to get them excited about what you're saying. If you miss this chance, you might lose a potential case to some other firm that catches their eye. So, it's super important to get good at grabbing attention quickly and making those first few seconds count. It's all about creating connection and getting people interested, which is what will ultimately help you succeed in today's legal marketing world. If you figure out how to create ads and content that people just can't stop watching, then you're setting yourself up for a constant flow of perfect clients. Think about it. We all love a good binge watching session. And if your content has that addictive, must-watch quality, then people are going to keep coming back for more. Plus, they're likely to share it with their friends, which means even more eyes on your law firm. Now, here's the kicker. At least half of your content needs to be fun and entertaining. Why? Well, because these days, with so much out there fighting for our attention, the boring stuff just isn't going to cut it. You've got to make people smile, laugh, or even think, wow, that was cool. If you want to stand out and be memorable. So if you want those dream clients flooding in, focus on making 50% of your content as binge-worthy and entertaining as possible. So say goodbye to standing in front of a bookshelf with your arms crossed, telling people you care. Not only does it not seem genuine, it's played out and it's boring. And remember, you're catering to your perfect client. It doesn't matter what you find interesting or funny. All that matters is what they care about. And tip 4 is share your wins. Sharing your wins on social media is more important than you might think. Just want a case? Don't keep it to yourself. Let the world know. Some lawyers hesitate to share their victories because they worry it might come off as bragging, or they think their win isn't big enough compared to others. But here's the deal. Big enough for whom? If you're a small firm, there is no point in comparing yourself to the big shots in town. Your potential clients actually care more about the fact that you're winning cases, period. It doesn't matter if it's a $10K settlement or a $20K one. Meanwhile, another firm might have just won $50 million, but that doesn't make your win any less of a win. Okay, dream clients want to hire winners. Plain and simple. To be seen as the expert, you have got to position yourself as a winner, no matter the size of the victory. And for the big firms who have been around the block, don't shy away from posting your smaller wins. This is actually a strategic move because it makes you appear more approachable to potential clients who might think that they have a small case. Okay, they might underestimate what they have and feel intimidated to reach out, thinking that they're just a small fish in a big pond. But when they see that you celebrate all wins, big and small, it sends a message that every client matters to you. So here's the bottom line. Every positive result that you post acts like a mini salesperson for your firm. That small case might seem insignificant, but what if that small client that you want a small settlement for has an Aunt Sally with a big case? Okay, so don't scare off your dream clients by staying silent about your wins. Talk about them, all of them, because a win is a win, and that's something to be proud of. Now, once you magnetize your perfect client and they want to hire you, how are they supposed to contact you? A lot of firms fail at this because they expect that if a potential client has a valid case, that person will reach out to them or answer the phone on the first time. That is so untrue and inaccurate. Most people these days don't even like to get on the phone. So if you're marketing, make sure you're setting up a landing page to gather the client's information so the ball can be in your court to reach out. Okay, quit leaving your firm's success in other people's hands. You should have the ability to reach out to all leads, including your organic ones. If you paid for a lead, even if the payment is your time and sweat equity it took to create your content, this is an absolute must. And if a lead doesn't respond right away, or they don't qualify for your services at that moment, then you're doing a huge disservice if you don't put them in your automated ecosystem. Send them emails, share success stories, and keep showing them why you're the lawyer of their dreams for when they do have a reason to hire you. Now, tip number 5 is where a lot of firms have the biggest disconnect. It's the initial phone call or reach out attempt. A lot of firms have the wrong person assigned to this role. Okay, if you're assigning the already busy and preoccupied paralegal or the easygoing receptionist, then you're not maximizing this role and opportunity. This step in our formula is all about embracing the world of sales. The best law firms that I have worked with hire specific types of people to fulfill this role, and usually the best ones are the ones that have a sales background. If your entire income depends on this role, then why wouldn't you want the best person to represent you and one who understands the psychology of getting people to want to hire you? I have consulted with many firms that they get a smoking lead, and this is where they lose the lead. It's not because they aren't the right firm for their problem, but it's because the intake receptionist talks this lead out of being a client. And I want to say this, sales in the legal world isn't about being pushy. It's about problem solving. It's about connecting with the right people and showing them how you can make their lives better. All right, lawyers, we've covered a lot today. From pinpointing your perfect client, speaking their language, and creating content that grabs attention, to celebrating every win, big or small, and mastering that initial client interaction. These are the keys to unlocking a steady stream of dream clients and establishing your law firm as a top choice in your field. Remember, it's not just about showcasing your expertise, it's about connecting, engaging, and proving that you are the winning choice. So take these tips, implement them, and watch as your law firm transforms into a client-attracting powerhouse. And if you want a customized marketing plan to grow your firm, then book a free call at lawpronation.com. Keep winning, keep growing. To the victor belongs the spoils.